What piece of gear do you think is overhyped? That bright ass light, y'all niggas be bringing in the club, man. No offense, if you need it, use it. Like, use a light for the slow-mo, then cut that bit off. Y'all be walking around the club with that bit just flashing. Shawty was throwing that, and I should have stopped. What's good, y'all? It's ArnezReloaded, and you're not tapped in with Pixel Playground. Let's get into it. How important is building relationships in this space, and what's a good way for beginners to start connecting with artists or venues? So the first part of that question, I would say it's super important to build relationships. Not only so that way, well, let me break it down like this. It's two types of relationships that you need to build. You need to build the relationships with the people that can get you into certain spaces, and you need to build relationships with people that can teach you certain things. And the reason I say you gotta have both is because I could be with somebody that could teach me how to do something, but now we both just stuck here, can't get in, you know what I'm saying, the next spot. But if you got that good variation of having a relationship with both people, now you getting in places and you learning new things to try. And for the second part, for me, my route, because I started as a DJ, I used to go to the DJs. Like every DJ, they be in the club, so they want to have that content of them rocking clubs out. I know people that go to studios and just kick it in the studio and offer their services to different artists and stuff like that. So yeah. What motivates you to keep creating even when you're not getting the recognition that you might deserve? I would say for me, I knew what I wanted to do from the beginning. So from the beginning, I didn't get into it just like, oh, I'm shooting this is what I like to do. I knew that I wanted to be a movie director. So even though I'm doing certain things that's not in that lane, I still feel like, okay, I know where I'm going. So even though they might not be like your shit fire over here, they gonna be like your shit fire when I get to, you know what I'm saying, really getting in that space where my creativity can just start popping. Do you think being a certified drone pilot matters as a videographer? Again, it just depends on what lane you're in. For me, I knew that I wanted to get more into like weddings and like real estate, construction work, stuff like that. Anything that I can really take my business and send somebody a contract and really get that corporate work going. So having my Part 107 does help whenever I get those real estate bookings, because I can get booked to actually fly the drone and not have like the police pull up and be like, hey, what's going on? I could just pull my license out and they're like, okay, did you know what I'm saying? I just tell them that, hey, I looked at them out, we got the clearance, we good. So again, it does matter if that's what you're on. You just have to figure out what type of videographer you want to be and, you know, get everything you need to do to be that type of videographer. What camera would you suggest to new creatives wanting to make money shooting videos? For me, I'm gonna tell you like this with any aspect that I've ever been in, from the DJing, making beats, making music, camera, it's all about presentation. So I can easily tell you go get you an Osmo Pocket and go crazy, because I know folks going crazy with it. But when you beginning out and you new, you don't really have that much validation as far as like what your work look like. So even what I would do is I would go rent cameras out and see what I like first anyway, but I'll go rent some big boy shit and then just pull up on them. Now they like, oh, he working with big boy cameras, his work fine, because all you gotta do is know how to edit. And then now you done flipped it on them, you done bought the big camera, then you can pop back out with a pocket. Me, I started out with a Panasonic G7. Yeah, a Panasonic G7. I think they been like $500. That's all you need. And I took all my other time and I just learned how to edit, and yeah, shit just went up from there. How do you decide on what song to use when editing event recaps? I do got a little bit of leeway in this motherfucker. I used to be a DJ, so like music to me, I'm just musically inclined. So like a lot of people like to have the song already picked before they go out. I kind of just go based off of when I'm looking at the clips. I just be like, damn, like what that night felt like, and then I just find a song. Even for like corporate events, so like whenever I do like the hype videos for UNCC, I just go find like music that's like popping, but still like new. I love new music, so anytime I can put somebody on something new, I'm definitely gonna throw that in there. In your opinion, the worst type of clients to work with? Folks that don't pay. We ain't even gotta make it, you feel what I'm saying? When I say don't pay, if you don't got your shit set up to get deposits and all this other stuff and contract work, don't get mad when a nigga don't pay you at the end of the day. Cause I done went through that and be like, damn, bro, we agreed. You feel what I'm saying? You said you going, nah, bro, if you want your money like that, set it up like that. So however you want your money set up, that's how you know what I'm saying? But me, I like to get that deposit unless I really know you. But for the most part, I don't know you, so I need the deposit. And after that, if you cancel, then hey, that's on you. I got your deposit. But anybody that ain't paying, you playing. What's been the biggest challenge running a creative business while being a full-time student? For real, I wouldn't even say, I mean, sometimes the workload get heavy, so I might have like a pile of edits to do, but I love that. Like, that don't feel like work. I think the biggest struggle been like finishing like assignments on time without like stressing. Like, I'd be like, damn, I done forgot about this shit due today. Let me try to whip something up, you feel what I'm saying? So other than that though, it's been pretty smooth because I'm a little older, so like, I don't really be playing around. Like, I take all my time and I manage that bit, you feel me? What piece of gear do you think is overhyped? I shoot in nightlife. That bright ass light y'all niggas be bringing in the club, man, no offense. If you need it, use it, bro. But I just feel like you really don't need light in nightlife. I mean, daytime, you already know, you don't, like, that's not even a topic, but the overhyped piece in nightlife is definitely that light. Y'all don't need the light, bro. Even if you go 50, you don't always gotta have slow-mo in your videos. Like, use a light for the slow-mo, then cut that bit off. Y'all be walking around the club with that bit just flashing. Shawty was throwing that, now she done stopped, cause you feel me? But yeah, throw that light away, bro. What's one piece of advice you give someone who's considering getting their Part 107 certification? That shit really just boil down to if you gonna lock in and study that shit, bro. That's like anything when you in school and you get new information you don't know, you either gonna sit there and learn that shit or you gonna bullshit. It's many ways to study. The internet fucking free. YouTube, ChatGPT. That's all I did for like 5 days straight, and I went and took that test. You only got to get like a 70 to pass that bit. So yeah, all I would say is just lock in and do that shit, bro, and you'll have it.
Now, how many times did it take for you to take the test to pass it? I heard it's pretty difficult.
I paid. So really, I was looking at it for years, telling folks, yeah, I'm about to get my drone license so I can, you feel what I'm saying? Niggas just be talking. And then one day I was like, bro, pay for that shit, bro. Cause you gotta pay for the test, nigga. So like, you pay like $270, I think it was like $275. You feel what I'm saying? So once you pay that shit and you get your date, so I paid it and I said, I'm gonna give myself a week. And shit, that whole week I would just wake up, smoke a blunt, and I'm watching videos on that shit. And it's simple shit. See, I was in the military too though. I was in the Air Force, so a lot of that airspace shit, it's not like unfamiliar to me. So I will say if you don't have no type of knowledge, like study a little bit longer, but if you gonna study some shit, bro, if you wanna do it, you gonna do it, bro. When you pick that camera up and you like, yeah, I'm gonna be fine with it, you ain't think twice about it. So it's the same shit with this Part 107. But I passed it the first time. I only got 78. Got a 78. But I passed that bit. I only studied for like 5 days, and it was like questions on there. It was like some real deal questions on there, though. But when you fly the drone, you don't need to know all that bullshit, bro. I swear to God, you don't. You just need to know what to do when the folks pull up on you.